Hello, and welcome to this episode of Natter with Niamh. Today, I wanted to chat with you about some of the words we use, the language we use around ourselves, and how the words we use not only describe our past, but restrict our future. They limit us. They put in rules around what we can do and can't do. They tell us that certain things aren't for us. They limit possibility for you. And two of those words I'm thinking of today are the words always and never. And I want you to pause for a moment and just think about your usage of those words. How often do you use the words always or never to describe your thinking, your behavior? Quite often we do it without even realizing we're doing it. It's just become so natural to us. So I invite you to notice when those words always or never pop up in your mind or in your speech. Because when you say something like, I always do something, is that true? Do you always? Or are you perhaps restricting yourself or not giving yourself permission to change something because this is the way you have always done it? Does always need to be part of your life? Can you let go of the always? Can you see a different way? And it's the same with the never. I never drive after dark. That's something somebody said to me a while ago, because they didn't like driving after dark because they found it difficult to see, which is understandable. But they hadn't spoken to their optician about maybe changing their glasses, getting a different coating on their lenses that might stop the glare. And when I suggested this, I was told this was something they'd never thought about. Now, I'm not an optician. I don't know if this would fix the problem. What I'm doing is helping people to explore the possibilities. So rather than thinking that you can never do something, is there a way that you can explore the possibility so that maybe your never, or even your always, becomes a sometimes, rather than that always and never, which really they put you always and never put you in a box that it's very difficult to come out of if you keep using that language. So I invite you to notice, with kindness and compassion, with the utmost kindness and compassion for yourself, notice when you're putting yourself in that always or that never box, and ask yourself, is there a possibility here? Is there a sometimes available to me? And maybe you want to go deeper and question the thoughts behind the always and the never. What made you think something has to be always or never? And the other words I want to talk to you about, and I hear quite frequently, are only ever. I only ever wear sleeveless tops to yoga or Pilates. I've heard that a few times. I only ever wear shorts on holidays. I only ever wear a full swimsuit. Again, we're restricting ourselves. We're looking at our past experiences and saying, yes, okay, in the past, I only wore sleeveless shirts to Pilates or yoga. I only ever wore shorts when I was on holidays. I only ever wore a full swimsuit. Why does that have to dictate what I do today and what I do tomorrow? Again, can we change that language up? Can we shift that only ever? I used to only wear sleeveless shirts to Pilates and yoga. I used to only wear shorts on holidays. I used to only wear full swimsuits. Now I'm open to the possibility that I might wear sleeveless t-shirts. You see where I'm going with this? When we change the language, when we look at what we're saying, it opens up the possibility that something could change for us. Now, obviously, I understand that, people might think, there's something wrong with their arms, or they don't like their belly, or they don't like their legs, so they don't want to wear these clothes. And that's fair enough. That's absolutely fine. But when you're restricting yourself with your language, with the only ever, you're putting in rules for yourself that don't actually need to be there. Because I can bet that you look no different to 1,000 other women. There is no reason why you cannot wear what you want to wear, apart from your own thoughts and your own perceptions of yourself. But that's a whole different podcast. Today I just wanted to look at the words and to catch the words, to notice when we're using those words, always, never, only ever. And notice what happens in your body when you hear yourself saying them. Notice what happens when you lose those words, when you can imagine that there's a possibility that the lid of that box you've put yourself in is actually open, and you could, if you wanted to, climb out. That's all for today. I hope you enjoyed this. Please do leave your comments, the language you use, below. I would love to hear from you. Thank you for listening.